Well, hopefully this is better. Let's see. See if I get any audio on this thing. Hey, Jim Rat, how are you? Okay, there we go. That's good. Oh man, if you guys saw my live, I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to get on here. All right. I recently found you on YouTube, and man, I sure am happy you speak from the heart for a lot of us. Thank you, Jim Rat. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm on. I'm on. You know, I just did a I did a small video from one of the people gets on here. Um, he has come into my lives, and he likes to say a bunch of like, just nasty stuff. And I try to speak for from an American point of view, a little migrant that has become an American, and I try to be fair. Good good afternoon, Brian. How are you? We're back at it. We'll see if YouTube behaves this time. Uh, I am using Chrome just to see if that makes a difference. We'll see if it does. Let me know. I have sound on the phone that I'm testing, so I hope that we do get good sound for Trinity. So I don't know if you got the notification. Most people don't for some reason. Um, Trinity was watching my Speedy Gonzalez video that I just posted live. What's going on, Jay? There you are, Trinity. So, do you see the difference when I can use my desktop and I can, put introductions and all that stuff? I think it's so much better. But well, you can't do it with this thing over here. I guess I could if I shared my screen, but since we are doing the vertical part of it, it's not going to be that good, I guess. But yes, guys, welcome back. We'll see if we can get our numbers back in here if YouTube behaves. We'll try not to say some names like, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe that's why they were blocking it. You know what I mean? Like we're trying not to say words like that. And and do me a favor. If you are coming in here watching my video, please give that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, as far as I know. What's popping, Jay? What's popping? That's what we're talking about. I know all of my patrons automatically come in here and give me my thumbs up, and I appreciate it. I have just shared a video called Speedy Gonzalez. He just left a comment in one of my other videos, so I can't wait for him to comment on that video. Now, the only reason why I played it, and I get it, right? You can see my face. You know who I am. You get to hear my voice. You get to hear my stories, and you know, you guys get to see everything from me. And then all these keyboard warriors that come in here and they want to talk bad about me, saying I'm not an American, say I'm an illegal, saying ICE is going to come and get you, and they start saying all this hateful stuff towards me, right? Like Sal. Well, Sal says, "What is your accent?" It's supposed to be Spanish. It's supposed to be. But see, the English that I've learned, it has been from many people from many different ethnicities. So I really don't know what my accent really sounds like in English. But I do have my Honduran accent when I am in Honduras. And when I speak to Hondurans, of course, it just comes back. I guess it's kind of like English, right? When you speak English from England and then you come to America, you can change the accent. Well, in Spanish is the same way. If I am talking with somebody from Mexico, they have a little slight, change in accent, but we do understand each other. Marco says, I watched enough YouTube to know that people come into other people's stream just to divide people. Bowles Woodworks. My man, he said. Welcome to the live, guys. We are finally going to try this with a different browser, Trinity, by the way. Much love to Sal from Trinity. We are going to watch we can't say this word. We're going to watch a clip from these guys. And you guys, wait, I can type it. Don't worry. I can type it. I can type it. We just, we had over 300 people this morning. I was feeling it. I was on fire. I was good to go. I was ready to go. We was making a point, and I think I said too many times, and everything went down the. My internet is good. Upload, download, etc. And I don't know. Just they just blocked me. I don't know. YouTube, be nice. Be nice. YouTube makes money off of this thing, so I'm not sure why they try to block stuff like that. Paul Saul says Jesus saves our souls, amen, and Trump is saving our country, amen, brother. You know what we're about. Subscribes, more subscribers, guys. I am pretty close to getting 8,000 subscribers. What I want to see is 8,000 viewers. I'm not going to say that you guys are not important. Of course, you guys are important, but subscribers, I can have 100,000 subscribers. And if I only have 100 people watching, I am not sure if I am doing my job right. So I tell you that right now. Okay. Much love to all the MAGA patriots. Absolutely 100%. Uh, Omar sent me a link. He probably thought I wasn't watching already. But I was listening to the Argentinian president that came over. And, well, I'm going to read to you what he said. Give sec. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm sorry, I got music stuck in my head. I don't know, ADHD. I got a bunch of stuff going on in my brain. Everyone, please double tap your screen or click that thumbs up for Dennis. Let's go, baby. That's my patriot sister right there. Love you, Trinity. Love you, Trinity. Um, well, I was watching the Argentinian president and I translated what he said in Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and share what the Argentinian president said because I know they didn't translate it on the live. They were translating it. Klaus, my brother, welcome, baby, welcome. All right, this is what the president of Argentina said. I think I got my patriots in here this morning, or at least the people that appreciate me and I appreciate them. See, that's how things go around the world. You gotta give some to get something back, right? So this is what the Argentinian president said today in the YouTube live. He says, "Well, first, thank you very much for this reception. I feel very honored, especially in this moment, thanks to the great leadership from President Trump. You have achieved peace in the Middle East, and not just this great achievement of reaching peace in the Middle East, but also for the return of the 20 prisoners that were alive. I would also like to congratulate you on that success. And to Marco Rubio for understanding the menace of socialism in the 21st century in the world, and especially in Latin America. And love to profoundly thank you. Huge labor of Secretary Besson, mind you guys, this is my translation, Secretary Besson, to eliminate the the liquidation that Argentina has been suffering consequences uh, of political attacks that we have suffered from our opposition, that they don't want Argentina to hug the city of liberty and want to instead hug ideas proven to be losers that in the end are just ways to direct us to socialism. Thank you very much for hosting me. Thank you very much for what you are doing for the free world. And many thanks to Secretary Besant for the great labor he has completed that allows us to have a route to what Argentinians need to show a good step to the world that will show that peace works and that it generates prosperity. Many thanks. Probably not the best not the best translation, and I want to say that I try to translate it exactly as he said it, but he kept you can hear it, right? He kept kind of repeating some things, and the way he was saying something was a little bit backwards to me, but I try to translate that as best as possible. So here's the thing, guys. Argentina is a loan over 5 years, and we'll get it back. Absolutely, Trinity. You're stealing my thunder with interest or in rare earth minerals worth more than $20 billion. Yes, and we will continue supporting tariffs 100%. I think I mentioned this not too long ago, but I mentioned that before tariffs were implemented by President Donald Trump. Here is something that is true. Small businesses, some of them that depend on international importation, they are paying a tariff. Okay. There is a lot of businesses going out of business because one, they don't know how to do business, and two, the economy is not helping them. That is true. Farmers are suffering. This is true. Now, what is also true is that it has nothing to do with tariffs. Small businesses were going out of business before tariffs. The farmers were suffering before tariffs. Washington state's economy is suffering before tariffs. The difference is now they have an excuse to say President Donald Trump and his tariffs. That's the only difference. But all of this was happening already. So we're not going to pretend that everything was perfect before tariffs were put in place. This is also something that is true about tariffs. We were hemorrhaging billions of dollars, billions and hundreds of billions of dollars every year, to the point that where today we have a $37 trillion debt that we cannot get out of. Now, here is what I'm going to tell you the difference is President Donald Trump is in office. Many people have denied it, and maybe people will continue to deny the accomplishments of our beautiful, strong, smart, and wise President Donald Trump, who has brought back uh, pride and respect to our United States of America. We are so brainwashed by the success of winning from President Donald Trump. I understand your feelings, my friend. But here it is. Nobody wanted to talk with us. Nobody wanted to help us, deal with this. For okay, let me put a pause and just kind of give you guys a little something. For all of you beautiful people that come in here and give us um, words of discouragement, people that tells us that we're lying. Let's make it clear. $37 trillion in debt was not created by President Donald Trump. Where were you guys when we were $35 trillion in debt in this country? Where were you guys? Where were you guys putting your little words of wisdom? When were you guys protesting that? When did you go out there and protest that? Where were you at when they were giving billions of dollars to other countries to promote their agenda. Nothing to do with the United States of America. Where were you guys when the Democrats were giving away billions of dollars to all over the world, to different countries, without getting anything back? Where were you guys at when China became rich off the backs of the American taxpayers? Where were you protesting China taking all of our money and we kept losing hundreds of billions of dollars? Where were you protesting that? Where were you telling your government not to give all the money to China? Where were you, small business owners and people that depend on products from China, when we were $37 trillion in debt before President Trump came into office? How was your business doing? Maybe you were doing okay, but the United States of America's economy was getting broker and broker and broker, while you enjoy some of your money getting rich for yourself. And all of you hypocrites out there are the ones protesting. Tax the rich. You are protesting against Donald Trump, who is fighting for you to make more money, for you to keep your money, for the president is actually fighting to bring those jobs back to America. You same people, you hypocrites, you that kept supporting trillions of dollars being hemorrhaged in our economy, you people, there's no problem getting things from China, but we need fairness. None of you stood up for the United States of America, and even now, you don't stand for America. But there's a lot of us in here. There's a lot of patriots in here that stand for America. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. Let's go. God bless you, all my patriots that look out for this country. Ray Flores needs some enlightenment. Here we go. Let me see, Ray. Let me see what you got. Donald Trump didn't do shit for my business. I did my business on my own, retired 25 years in the hospital. That's great for you, Ray. But what have you done for your country? You selfish. I'm not going to say the other word that I want to say. What have you done for your country? You forget the famous words and iconic words of JFK. Ask not what you can, what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. What did you do? I am so happy that you make some money in your business while the rest of America suffers. Where have you been? Where have you been? You know what? I have never been rich. If I was rich, I would be helping a lot of poor people myself. So that's not a problem from on my book. So don't even try to judge me. You have no idea how many people I help. I have helped thousands of people, more than you will ever help in your whole lifetime. You don't know me. You don't know what I've done. So keep those comments to yourself because you don't know me. But with that being said, what I am saying today is, if you're going to judge President Donald Trump for what he's doing, for what he's been fighting, for making deals, for you guys don't even want to give him the Nobel Peace Prize. And he's the only freaking president in the whole entire world that has accomplished peace between in Israel and Hamas. He's the only president that has been able to unite the whole freaking Middle East. Middle East, peace in the Middle East is what we got right now. Because of who? Biden? No. Obama? No. President Donald Trump. Eat your hearts out. We speak facts over here, and that's it. I don't care if you think I'm a traitor. When I speak for America, I feel very proud of that. If you are in this country and you don't protect it and you don't defend it, you should take off and go back to the country that you feel is best fit for you. Stop being a lobster and just destroy this country. Stop doing that. You guys are like locusts on the farm field. You find something that is a lot of prosperity everywhere, the land of opportunity, and you come in here like locusts, devour everything. And then once everything is devoured, you make this a third world country shithole, which is probably where you came from. Well, guess what? I am very grateful to have become an American citizen in this country. And I will never get tired of saying it. And I will fight for this country. I will always be thankful to this country and to real American patriots. not the haters that come in here with stupid ideologies and brainwashed and the Kool-Aid from the Democrats. I was watching the live with President Donald Trump and the Argentinian president, and you know the comments that I saw in the chat. The comments that I saw in the chat: 20 billion to Argentina. What about our veterans? What did you say about the 200 billion that we gave Ukraine with no interest, with no deal, no contract, no money coming back? Where were you at? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you were making money for yourself. Maybe you were over there using and abusing illegal immigrant labor. Maybe that's what that is. Yeah. See, that's the difference between you guys and us American patriots. We like to prosper our country. We like to know that our people are being prosperous. We are thankful. We are grateful to be part of this great nation. We support our president. Why? Because we have a democracy in this constitutional republic. And the majority of Americans voted for this man to be in office. So, all you losers out there that just can't stop hating President Donald Trump. FYI, libs, the top 5% paid 72% of all taxes collected by the IRS. The rich are already taxed. Now, all you bums out there that don't know what work really is, I would suggest you get off your lazy ass and go do something for America. If you want to do YouTube, go do YouTube. If you want to go work at a store, go work at a store. If you want to get your own contracting firm, then go do that. If you want to do Pedro's landscaping, go do that. Pay some taxes, but help this country. Do something productive. Instead of you being lazy, you are not allowing others to work and you are not working yourself. At least just shut up and stay out the way and let the people that want this country to prosper to do their job. You see, I saw in the chat, and I saw in the chat, and oh, you know what? President Donald Trump has got the government shut down. No, no, he has no control on the government shutdown. That's Congress. And we just need, by the way, 5 or 6 Democrats, just 5 or 6 Democrats that come on our side. Argentina is great. They have good beef, says Jason. We love Argentina, by the way. Milei is a great president. You know, I just read to you what he said, and I think that definitely Argentina needs our help, and I know that Argentina is going to be able to help us as well. Now, one of the things that you guys need to understand is this: that every time that President Donald Trump does something for another country, we're getting something out of it. This is the art of the deal. This is how you take care of America first. You see, if you are like the dumb Democrats, like Obama, like Biden, they just give money away. Oh, you know what? We got so much wealth. We are the United States of America, the most potent nation in the world. Iran, how much do you need? Oh, 600 million? No problem. Let's give you 6 billion. Don't worry, America, we're rich. The dollar is making a lot of money. Yeah, that's Democrats. Oh, Ukraine. I'm sorry. What was that? You need how much? 196 billion? Of course. Here. Don't worry. Hey, listen. We are the United States of America. Let me sign this for you. Uh-huh. Here you go, Zelensky. You don't even have to say thanks. Here you go. 196 billion contract just for you. Hey, Putin, Russia, by the way, can you invade Ukraine? No, Russia. But between you and me, you can make a small incursion. Yeah, but don't make an invasion. Here's some money for your Russian people. You guys are great people. Ah, you fools. You guys, you guys make us look very good. You guys give us a lot of credit because the dumber you guys are, the smarter and wiser we look. Now, I'll give you all this. I understand we need to help the world. Of course, we're going to help the world. But at the same time, we got to make sure that our economy stays healthy. We want to make sure that our American citizens are taken care of. We want to make sure that our American patriots are taken care of, our veterans, right? We want to fight homelessness. We want to fight drug addictions. Brian, I see you, not on this chat, but I see you on here. Uh, crickets. Ew, this guy's got nothing, nothing. Come on, man, give me something. Here, let me see. Okay, here's somebody. Marvin says, "No, Dennis, you go, child." I don't know if that was an insult or is Marvin is a very old man and is giving me props. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, Manuel Correa, he's a very smart guy. Hold on, let me see what he says. Laugh out loud. Better Business Bureau cut veterans out and elderly. I'll take that back. Manuel Correa is not smart. I'm sorry, but that's what you are. Let's see, Jason. What do you got, Jason? Jason says, "Why does he have to be a veteran?" Cameron, I don't know, Jason. Some people think that for some reason I have stolen valor. I think it's because maybe sometimes I wear this, right? The flag, and that's just my love for America, man. That's although I will say, somebody said that this hat is from China. China, you are right, 100%. But this one, look at the difference. I should be wearing the white one, to be honest. This one is made in America, and then the black one that was made in China. So yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You know what else was made in America? This business owned by a Mexican American couple. This is called Ed's Vehicle Safety. Now, they're not sponsoring my channel. I just love the owner. He's a very nice guy and he's very supportive to my channel with words of encouragement, etc. Now, Gamesmith, if you're going to use that word, you better know what that means. The fact that you're calling somebody in here um, fascist tells me you don't know what that word means, but it does make you a fascist. Thoughts on Jews? Oh man, I'm glad you said that, bro. You know what? Just for a little bit, just for a little bit, I am going to wear this hat here because this hat. All right, I had the headphones, but that's because I'm actually gonna play a video here. But I'm gonna wear this hat for my friend, and also to show support for Israel. I love Israel. If you to my channel, just know that I love and support Israel, no matter what. Now, nobody has to brainwash me. Nobody has to tell me. Nobody has to force me. I love Israel. Period. Now, see, you guys are very. What would I call this? I don't know. Narrow-minded, is that the word? I don't know what the word is, but if you see something, I'm going to give you an example because there's a lot of males in here probably, and I'm going to give you an example of how you guys see things. You see a woman, you check out the curves, you check out the things that you like to see on that woman, but you never really get to know that woman because your sight it's so narrow-minded. You can't see past what you see in front of you. I like to see through. I like to see into, whether it's a person or things in life. For example, now I get it. I get it. I was brought here as a teenager by my mother. It was not my choice to be here. Never wanted to be in the States. I am very honored and privileged to be here. Absolutely. 100%. Now, there's a couple of you in here that know exactly how much I love my country of birth, but I got things to do over here for now. When I look at the United States of America and I say, oh, United States of America is a great country. It's a very beautiful, strong country. Is where dreams come true. If you work hard and have dedication and have good work ethics and you respect the law, and you love the nation and you respect the people, then I can say this. You know what? I don't just see that the United States of America is beautiful. I also see that there is a lot of beautiful nature, that there is a lot of American melting pot of cultures. It is a great place to be. A lot of great people. There's some bad people too, just like anywhere else in the world, right? But I see that the United States of America has one thing that I really love about the United States of America. And probably many of you, I'm just going to speak to Americans. Many of you Americans that were born here, you guys probably don't even think about this because you're not a migrant. But I can tell you this: the United States of America is great because God has blessed America, because people gave their lives to die for this country. They gave their lives for this country and they believed in God. I'm not going to tell you that every soldier or every person that has ever fought for this country went in mind being the worshipers and Jesus Christ apostles and disciples. No. But something in their heart, their soul, see their mind, the mind is your soul. Something in their soul decided, I need to reach out to God. Father, help us, strengthen us. As a matter of fact, a lot of soldiers pray a lot for this country. Some of them don't believe. I understand. And that happens everywhere. You don't have to believe. But 67% of the population in this country have chosen to identify as Christians. Now, does that mean that they're all honest and true? Probably not. But the fact is that, see, Mixel, he knows what's up. Actually, this is a very cheap microphone, guys. It doesn't have the condense that I need for the voice to be, to sound better. But you know what we do with what we got. I do have a good mic, but it's it the transformer. I think it's called a transformer or amplifier or whatever that thing is called. Does not work or has ever worked for me, so I don't use it. But with that being said, I really mean it. I looked into this country and I was like, you know what? That's a Christian country. Yes, they allow the freedom of religion, but it's a Christian country and I want to be in it. And so that's how I decided to want to stay here and fight the good fight, as they say. And for all of you patrons that come in here, God bless you. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up. Make sure that I hit that thumbs up myself so that I can have a free thumbs up on this video. And with that being said, I want to touch up on what I was going to touch up earlier before we got canceled for saying, um, they don't want us to promote China news. So we're just going to not say the words, but we are going to play a video from them. And since we are using Chrome, Trinity, this will be a test and see if Chrome is actually better than Edge, because that's the browser that I use for my Windows. Let's take a look. Now, guys, I want you to pay attention and listen to what they're saying. I'm not going to play much of the video. I just want to make a point. All right. So hang tight and pay attention. I'm going to share the entire screen. That one, bada bing, bada boom. Share the audio so you guys can hear. And then now I can block my ears so you don't hear all the noise. All right, here we go. Pay attention, guys.
Serves as a wake-up call for the Chinese community leaders who are still immersed in the illusion of patriotism. Now, anyone who continues to serve the CCP may end up being deported by the U.S. On October 6, 2025, the conservative U.S. media outlet
President
Daily
Xi.
Caller reported an exclusive story. The report revealed that with the support of a network tied to the Chinese government, Chinese illegal immigrants have obtained commercial driver licenses and are finding work in the U.S. trucking industry.
Welcome to the next evolution of AI.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Didn't sign in with my username. Let me sign in here before I continue, because I do pay for subscription. That means I have to add my account. Oh man, forget it. I'm just gonna play it, but we're gonna skip that commercial. Let's see here. Give sec. All right, here we go. If it does show a commercial, guys, it's we're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. But I want you guys to pay attention to this. I'll try to find the spot that I need. You guys already heard some of it.
The Chinese American Trucker Organization USA. It is a nonprofit organization based in New York, whose chairman, Gang Xing, has held leadership positions in various Chinese government-affiliated organizations promoting CCP influence and intelligence work in the U.S. For example, Gang served as vice president of the Shanxi Chamber of Commerce USA, which is a branch of the Shanxi Provincial Commerce Department and an affiliate of the CCP's United Workfront Department's China Overseas Friendship Association. Interestingly, after this report was published, the website for the Shanxi Chamber of Commerce USA automatically redirected to the Shanghai Shanxi Chamber of Commerce website. In fact, every provincial chamber of commerce and hometown association in the U.S. is affiliated with the CCP's United Workfront Department. The Chinese American Trucker Organization directly promotes on its website truck and bus exams in Chinese, our own examiners, no waiting, no appointment necessary. Get your truck and bus license in as little as 3 weeks. According to business records, their website and social media posts, they have helped over 1,000 Chinese students obtain commercial driver's licenses with a 100% success rate. Business documents and the website indicate that the driving school shares an address with Gengxing's trucking company, Red Apple Enterprises. According to a video posted by Tiange on X, members of the Chinese American Trucker Organization are still teaching truck driving courses at the 7 CDL driving school in Manassas, Virginia. On September 7, 2024, Tiange posted, "The driving school I attended has trained over 1,000 Chinese students, and so far none have failed. Students with prior experience can pass in a week, while those with no driving experience can get through in about a month." He also shared related training videos. Tiange entered North America illegally through the southern U.S. border in June 2023. On his account, he detailed how he passed the commercial driver's license exam at 7 CDL driving school and obtained his qualifications within 2 months after receiving a California driver's license in August 2024. His latest post shows he's employed by NC Transfer Incorporated, driving a long-haul bus. The gray operations of the Chinese American Trucker Organization have helped illegal immigrants with limited English skills to enter the trucking industry. While this fills a labor shortage, it has also created significant safety risks. In April, the Trump administration issued an executive order requiring stricter enforcement of English proficiency standards. In August, an Indian immigrant truck driver caused a deadly crash in Florida due to inadequate English. Steve Yates, a senior fellow at the Heritage Foundation, said, "No way American citizens voted for the California Gateway for illegal migrants to operate heavy vehicles throughout America. That of itself is a public safety and homeland security concern." The aftermath of this report is yet to fully unfold, but it's predicted that the Chinese American Trucker Organization may face federal investigations and enforcement actions. Within 4 days of the report's release, it was widely shared in conservative media outlets and translated into Chinese. More importantly, the Texas Department of Public Safety has announced a suspension of CDL issuance to non-citizens, which may impact thousands of illegal students, leading to license revocations and a wave of deportations. As U.S.-China relations remain tense, and the U.S. government intensifies its crackdown on CCP infiltration abroad, so-called patriotic community leaders like Wang are facing unprecedented risks. These overseas Chinese organizations, which served as tools for the CCP's United Workfront, now find themselves caught in a complex web of external and internal pressures. On one hand, heavy-handed accountability from U.S. law enforcement.
What did that sign said? No Xeno what? Listen to the sign. Look at this sign. Let me try to go back here.
These overseas Chinese organizations, which served as tools for the
Look at that. No new Chinese Exclusion Act. No
CCP's United.
No scapegoating, because this is how they convince very gullible Americans to support this cause. This is exactly how you get Americans to support illegal immigrants. You play the victim card, and they know that it works very well because a lot of Americans are too damn gullible. They are not patriotic enough to withhold their emotion on the victim that they play. You, the American people, and as some of the illegal people in this chat that are over here vouching for illegal immigration, they don't understand that there is a lot of people that have come to this country. I don't know how many times we had to explain this. There is a limit of people allowed every year to come to this country to visit, and there is also a limited space for people to stay, get green cards, and citizenship. There is a limit. And when you have people caught in the line, they are just harming the other people that are in here. Now, for some of you smartasses on here that keep saying that I am a sellout, I'm selling out my own people. Well, let's think about it. Let's see who is really selling out their people. The ones that are caught in the line? You're going to tell me that you support your people? Abdel, you're going on timeout. Don't spam with your bull crap unless you are going to be celebrating America. You don't get to put that crap on here, Mr. Allahu Akbar. Have some respect. This is the United States of America. This ain't your country. If you don't like it here, go back to your shithole country. Hey, Nicholas, you better watch it, man. Don't be picking on my Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, well, they do suck, but so what? The sweater is nice and warm. And anyway, so there is ways that you can stay in this country, but those who come here illegally, they are the ones that are hurting the other migrants that are waiting for legal papers. So I don't feel like a sellout because I am respecting the laws. I believe that my Hispanic people that are here the right way, the real asylum seekers, real people that are real victims, will actually get the help that they deserve. Watch this, guys. These guys are telling you the truth, and they're not talking about Mexicans. They're not talking about Hispanics. But there was a key word that they said in there. That guy that came through here, and all these people come in here through the southern border. So now what? Thanks to you people who keep defending illegal immigration, well, there is millions of illegal criminal immigrants in this country, and that's thanks to you bozos that don't know how to respect the law.
At work front now find themselves caught in a complex web of external and internal pressures. On one hand, heavy-handed accountability from U.S. law enforcement, and on the other, purges from within the CCP.
Can AI agents one-shot features in a Rust codebase, backend and frontend? Augment Code is the best agent.
Right.
On March 18, 2024, at the inauguration of Liu Aihua as the honorary chairman of the U.S. Fujian Association, Chen Xueduan, the association's former honorary chairman, publicly lambasted Huang Ping, the Chinese consul general in New York. He called him a puppet and a corrupt official, even predicting his imprisonment. He also accused the consulate of using community leaders to attack the spiritual practice Falun Gong, make fake asylum claims, infiltrate the U.S., and harm genuine asylum seekers. The scene was met with loud applause, and the video quickly spread on X, sparking heated discussions among netizens. Some said, "It's a great relief. The CCP's downfall is imminent, and even pro-CCP community groups are turning against them." This incident is not isolated, but is part of the broader cracks in the patriotic community leader system. Huang Ping supported another chairman, Chen Heng. He attended an event of his in March, but was absent from Liu Aihua's, leading to a public clash. The Fujian Association has long maintained close ties with the CCP, being invited to attend National Day celebrations in China several times. Now, even the Chinese consulate is under attack, highlighting the awkwardness and crisis these organizations face in the context of the U.S.-China power struggle. A highly explosive event occurred on May 15, 2023, when Liang Chenyun, the president of the United Front for Peaceful Reunification in Texas, was sentenced to life imprisonment by the Chinese Communist Party for espionage. The China United Promotion Association, also known as the United Front, is a semi-official CCP organization with branches in several countries. It serves as one of the CCP's overseas proxy agencies to promote unification. In October 2020, the U.S. State Department officially designated this organization as a foreign agent operating in the U.S. Liang Chenyun was a U.S. citizen of Hong Kong descent who had been long active in the Chinese community in Houston, Texas, and has served as the president of the local United Front branch. On the surface, he appeared to be a patriotic community leader, but in reality, he was also gathering intelligence for the CCP, making him a double agent. In April 2022, he traveled to Suzhou, China, where he was arrested by state security. On May 15, 2023, the Suzhou Intermediate People's Court sentenced him to life imprisonment on charges of espionage, depriving him of his political rights for life and confiscating.
And I think that you guys hear the main point of that. And you guys have seen that happening right now with these illegal immigrants. And I like it how my beaners in here get offended by that, but if the shoe fits, wear it. But there is all these illegal immigrants that that are getting licenses. There has been incidents where these illegal immigrants have gotten licenses with no name. They just gotten the license. Now, this whole scheme that the were having, they were making a lot of money. They were giving tests, fake tests with 100%. This is what she mentioned: 100% passing rate, meaning that they are not really qualified to drive big rigs, and yet they are making a lot of money from it. And the guy that's teaching them is actually illegal in this country. And yet there's some states that support giving licenses to illegal immigrants, and that is a problem. I don't think you guys know what that means, but you see, you guys thinking, you guys, I feel so bad for the United States of America. I really feel so bad. I really do, because there's so many, immigration has been illegal immigration, not just immigration, illegal, mass illegal immigration has been so bad in this country that most Americans are brainwashed. We got millions and millions of uh, anchor babies from illegal immigrants. Not only because they're illegal immigrants, that's not the bad part. The bad part, if they hate America, the children grow up hating the United States of America. Well, no wonder you have a lot of violence in minority communities because they don't love America, and that is part of not following the immigration laws. When somebody gets, you know what, it's like eh, it's like this. If it's easy for you to get papers to become an American citizen, you will never ever respect, love, or have any loyalty to this country. It's just like a lot of men, and if somebody gets offended, guys, it is what it is. But this is what I've seen in my life. When a girl gives it up right away to any guy, that guy doesn't have to prove anything to be with that girl anymore. The whole pie has been eaten. What are they going to work for? When you pay laborers in advance for the day of work, they will be the worst laborers. That's how it works. If you have children and you give children everything and you don't make them work for it, they will be spoiled, entitled, and disrespectful. That is just how they're going to grow up because they don't haven't learned how to appreciate what they have. But I can guarantee you that when you build a relationship, your marriage lasts. Will it last forever? Maybe not. Maybe it will. I know a lot of people that have last. I mean, I've been married twice already, but I know a lot of people that can be married for their whole lives. They find that one partner, they made the right choice, and most likely, a lot of us that have been divorced or whatnot, we started way too young. When we were young, we didn't know what the hell we were doing, and it's taken us to be this old to figure out that that was not the right way. So, stuff happens, right? But if you allow every single person to just cut the line and then you go, instead of punishing them, you want to reward them with citizenship, they don't give a crap about this country. We are struggling right now. Just look at the of what I have to put up with in this chat. And I am the migrant. I'm the migrant of this country. Sorry, guys. Look at the negativity on the chat, and this will be for any American that tries to stand up for this country, that respects the law, that wants others to respect the law. This is the negativity that you get. So, how do I know that illegal immigration is wrong? Well, here in my chat, go ahead and look some of the comments from illegal immigrants and see what the gullible Americans and other people do, because they are also with the blind eye on the situation. They don't understand that. I will stand for only truth, says Brandon. Well, I hope you do, my friend. I hope you do. Um, let's see. Who is illegal on stolen land? Death Star, if you don't know what the rules are on this life, it's number one, before the white man came to this country, okay? Before the white man came to this country, this land was not open for all tribes of natives. If you went to the wrong side where other tribes were, you would get taken out, period. So there is not such thing as stolen land. Just because you saw it first, it doesn't mean that it's yours. Do you get that? Huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You get that? Okay. Well, I hope you're learning something. It pisses me off when I hear people saying that, oh, it's stolen land. No, man, it was conquered. People die for it. You know what? This was paid with blood. You know what? I want to come in here, but the tribe over there, they're scalping people. We don't want to go there. Hell no, right? But you do want to go there. If you're a native, of course you want to go there. This is native land. We're going to go wherever we want to go, right? Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so what makes them native? What makes them native? Oh, let me guess. They were born here? Yeah, well, so as every American that is a naturalized born American. Yeah. So your racist ideology of this land belongs to the natives is wrong, period. Because if that's the case, everybody has been colonized in Mexico, and that land belongs to Spain, not to Mexico. See how retarded that sounds? That sounds so retarded. It's just like reparations. Reparations. They want white people that never owned slaves to pay reparations to black people that never been slaves. Man, the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I think that maybe because I'm a migrant, and maybe because I respect the law, and maybe because I have gotten the to migrate so far north and be accepted to become an American citizen. People hate that. They are so jealous. Everybody. Well, as a matter of fact, yes, you're right, Brandon. Everything belongs to God, but let's not forget, He has given us the land, and He has allowed us to have to make our own choice, free will. How would you behave? How would you take care of each other? Here you go. You want to be this? Here you go. You have it. Don't call me unless you need me. But if you're going to deny me every time that I try to tell you to do something right and you do the opposite, and stop coming to me, because I'm going to say, I don't know you. Okay. That's just how I feel. You can't demand something if you're not giving something back. You go look through history, and you go tell me. So maybe you know maybe we have Indian reservations, but I am a native from Central America. Yeah, I'm a native Indian from Central America, but now I have migrated here to the United States native land. I am by nature, I am an American native. I truly am, because my father is in Mayan Lenca descent. So I don't care what to come over here and take over the land. That's not how it works. Because if I come over here in that time, I'll probably get an arrow through my face, and I don't want that. So now we have what we call the United States of America. Is not stolen land, it is conquered by the strongest. And it doesn't matter if you like that word conquered or not, because tribes were conquering each other to own the land that they had. So let somebody come in today and take our land. They'll be effed up, because we have established a strong nation. And this is why we always tell people, united we stand, divided we fall. Does that make sense to you? I don't think that I am too Confucius, right? Chinese like to they believe in the philosopher Confucius, right? They love to make sayings about Confucius. I don't. It's like they don't know what that means. They don't know what Confucius means. But this is how they live. This is the life that they want to follow. So while we here in America, let's just get one thing straight. We are 100% against illegal immigration. Period. If you guys haven't seen the video that I posted live before my actual live, there's this Mexican guy, and I'm gonna assume that he's a Mexican American, okay, and he's from Texas. He goes around trying to get his little 15 minutes of fame, and he goes out and wants to be intoxicated in public, making a fool of himself. And then he goes to a fast food restaurant where, of course, they're all Hispanics working in there. And he goes in there, and because they refuse to take his money, he goes in. Oh, the Texas Constitution, the Texas Constitution. Who gives a crap about your Texas Constitution if you're going to be breaking it yourself? It doesn't give you a right to go disrespect people and hate people and bother them in their place of work. You know what I'm saying? So I put that video out there, and hopefully, some of you guys, if I catch you doing something that I know you're not supposed to, I will make you public. I will take the mask off, and I will make you public. This guy, I allowed him to keep his privacy, but don't think you're the only ones that can look at my face. There is a lot of ways for you to be found out, Mr. Warrior, keyboard warriors. There is IP addresses the government can follow. You guys want to threaten somebody's life, they will find your ass and you will go to jail, especially if you are illegal. You'll go to jail and then you'll get deported. I always tell people that, yeah, yeah. Speedy Gonzalez is not in here. I don't think he's in here. Otherwise, he would have been here a long time ago making some comments. He's staying quiet. Maybe he learned his lesson. But that's what I don't understand. And I always say this, guys. I always give my beaners and illegal immigrants advice. If you are illegal, be nice, be kind, just respect the law, stay out of trouble. The only way that they're gonna come and find you is you are using a fake social security number, which is a very big reason why you shouldn't be in here illegally. You know what I kept seeing on the chat from Milei, the Argentinian president, and being welcome here in the United States, by in the Oval Office, right, in the White House. I'm sorry, was that there was people in there. This guy, we have an Antifa in here using the word coward. I'm not sure what these guys are calling me coward. I'm here. You see my face, don't you? I don't understand. I don't understand these people that use the word coward. What do they call ICE agents, by the way, before I get to the chat? Why do they call ICE agents cowards? I don't understand that. What some of you anti-patriotic people in here, tell me, why do you call ICE agents cowards? What are you trying to accomplish? I'm it's a legit question. What are you trying to accomplish by calling ICE cowards? You know they can kick your ass, but why do you call? Is that what you call them, cowards? Because they cover their faces. So if you are the one yelling that at them with a mask and covering your face, what does that mean? Does that make you a coward? How can a coward call another coward a coward? Cowards? I'm trying to make sense, guys. I'm trying to make sense. If you go out there and cover your face and you're calling ICE cowards because they're covering their face, what does that make you? That's a real question. DJ, I love that response, brother. I love it. I love it. See, people don't understand, man. People don't understand. They don't know how to gain love. If we make a mistake, guys, it's so easy. I told so many stories about people that piss me off. I gone over there and trying to take revenge. and they apologize and all that. It just goes away. That comment from DJ say, "You got me there," and that was awesome. Thank you, brother. Let's see. Gabriel Reyes says they go after normal people. What are you talking about? Is there abnormal people? What are we talking about here? I hear all these things about, oh, ICE is arresting citizens. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of little children like this. Mommy, he hit me. And the moms, oh my God, you hit my child. That's moms. Me, why? Why did he hit you? You did what? Okay, well, I'm going to hit you on top of that as well. You don't go out there and disrespect people. What's wrong with you? Swat right in the mouth. Many have lost teeth that way, but they will never be disrespectful to other people outside as well. Now, my children will learn to defend themselves. Believe me, you don't. You don't. If you're a girl, you don't want to fight my daughter. She will tear you apart. She's got the Samoan strength in her. That's a warrior. That when I look at myself on my native side, I will tell you, I have never been beaten. Well, except for that one time I got jumped when I first came to the States, but that was a lesson learned, and never did I get beaten again when I got jumped. But that's not the point. The reason why I felt very strong and has always been fighter has been because of my native side. But that doesn't mean that I hate people. I just don't let people bully me. And who knows? Maybe now I get older. Now I can get my ass kicked by probably anybody. Maybe. Who knows? I guess I had to get into a fight one day just to find out. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I try to give you some examples, but I try not to go too far with, even though it's true. I try to be careful with people's little feelings in here. Ghost Rabbit says, "I'm back. Sorry, I was gonna kind of long. No problem, Ghost. Welcome back." Marvin Bernal, what are you, pedophile? Why are you trying to find out who my daughter is? Don't be asking those dumb questions. You're like, man, this guy is. I just said you don't. If you're a girl, you don't want to find my daughter. And then Marvin says, "Well, who's your daughter? Why are you trying to fight her? What a perv." Oh man, no, I don't know who that is. But if those are your kids, bro, you should keep that private. You don't want other pedophiles out there to come and do something to your kids. Screenshots. Oh, okay. Well, well, well. Let me see. What do we got here? Let's see. Fantastic. Okay, we'll ignore that guy. Don't worry about him. But let me take a look at this comment here. Thank you, C-Wag. Appreciate it. Mexican dislike him because he's considerate. Thank you. How is that incredibly low if you look at other countries? I don't get it. Marvin, coward shooter. I saw that one. I saw that one. Damn, Trinity, that's a good shot. That's a good shot of me there. You get him, girl. You guys come in here. You guys don't know my patrons love me. They will look after me, and I will look after them myself. So, yeah, you guys can come in here and try to say whatever you want. You're more than free. Feel free. Feel free. You want to threaten me? Go for it. You are allowed, my friend. You are allowed. Let's say David Amador says, "No te queda, Catracho. No te queda." I don't know what the hell he's talking about. There is a thing called pride that can be bad, but the pride that I have is not a selfish pride. The selfish pride is a sin. I have pride in my nation, on the educated part of my nation, because we believe in justice, we believe in law, we respect the law, we believe respect is earned, we believe love is free, and coming here illegally does not mean that I'm going to cover for you. I am not a supporter of criminals. And I know that many people in the chat, from the president and the Argentinian president, people were going in there and be like, illegal immigrants are not criminals. And I kept reading this comment and I'm just like, okay, illegal immigrants are not criminals. Let's think about this for a second. Okay, first of all, you broke federal law. That's an immigration law. You are working illegally. That is also a unlawful thing that you're supposed to do. And because you are here illegally, you're using Americans' legit social security numbers so that you are able to work, committing fraud using somebody else's identity. Yeah, I will say that illegal immigrants have to be criminals. And this is where you are wrong, my friend. So I commented back and forth every time he says not all illegals are criminals. I kept posting all illegal immigrants break the law at least 3 times, which makes them a criminal with a felony. Let's see. You have a great night, homie. Take care, Brandon. Thanks for coming by, saying your comments. Appreciate you. Toby says, "This is not your nation." Whose nation is it, Toby? Tell me, whose nation is this? Tacoma Off Road, it's a redneck that says, "You're not white like us." Well, I'm glad that you can see that. Thank you for clarifying. My American patriot. Being American does not make you white. I just want to get the ignorance out of people right now. Being American does not mean that you're white. You are a racist if that's what you think. Because there is black Americans, there is Indian Americans, there is Asian Americans, there is Native Americans. It doesn't mean jack squat. That makes you a racist. That's what that makes you. I find it very interesting that these people, their ignorance just oozes out of their heads. They just got no brain. You know what? I hope that on my live later tonight, I'm going to say a lot nicer things about people. Um, but right now, man, these guys are asking for it. Sorry about that. A lot of American patriots um, don't deserve hate from anybody, and that's why I'm here trying not to promote hate. But yet, since I'm not promoting it, I'm not gonna let people talk shit. You talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit right back. That's just the way it works. Now, if you guys are in here and you're polite and you're positive and you're giving good comments, guess what? That is exactly what you're going to receive back. That's exactly what you're going to receive back. So I will say this, that for any fool in here, if you believe that I am selling out my people, as you call it, why don't you convince me not to? Instead, you keep proving the point that I am right. And why don't you prove me wrong? How about you play a little bit of reverse psychology, so to speak? Uh oh. Sean Moriarty is back. It's still kind of, it's, let's be real. Only ironically, I'm not sure what the hell are you guys talking about. All right, I'll give you guys a time to ask some questions. Go ahead. Ask me a question about immigration. Go. Thank you, David. About time. I'm sick of people telling me that I'm going to be a Charlie Kirk. Stop calling me that shit. My name is Dennis Herrera, if you guys didn't see the name on my channel. Go ahead. Questions about immigration? Anybody? It probably is Chumley, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. Alberto Guevara, let's see. Question about immigration. Let's see. Name one immigration policy of the current administration. Do not come to this country illegally. What else? Another question. Just talking against your own people. No, I'm talking against illegal immigrants. You see how people get so racist with stuff, guys? These guys, they automatically think when they hear illegal immigrant, they automatically think Mexicans. What? No. Illegal immigrants does not mean Hispanics. There's a lot of Hondurans that come here legally. I'm not against my people. Those are my people, the ones that defend their law, that protect the law, and abide by the law. Those are my people. Look at Rodrigo Herrera says, wow, sounds like a typical white last name. Herrera? I don't know if you're talking about me, brother. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's see. His people are lawful. Yes, 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 yes. You just talking against your own people. Okay. Do immigrants have due process under the Constitution? Yes. Illegal immigrants can show paperwork that shows that they are allowed to be in this country. If the paper that they show says no, they get deported. That is the due process they deserve. Now, if they want to go past that and they want more due process, they can go to the court and get a jail sentence and then get deported. So, of course, it depends on what kind of size of due process you want. But the Constitution, it is exactly for what the Constitution was made, and that is only for American citizens. And when it talks about plural persons, it's talking about all American citizens, not all the people that come to this country. It would make no sense. I am a terrorist. I am coming to destroy your country. Your constitution, which belongs to you, I'm going to take it as my constitution and I'm going to destroy you from within. Yes, I love the logic of your constitution, which allows me to come into this country and destroy you. Now, if you go to Mexico and you say, well, the Mexican constitution says that you are, they will just laugh at you and probably shoot you because that's not your constitution. It's a Mexican constitution. Do you see the difference? Do you hear the actually American Constitution means that it belongs to Americans? I don't understand the stupidity of the judges and the people that translate this Constitution. They see the word persons and they think it means everybody. It's called the American Constitution. It is meant for Americans. And the only thing in the Constitution that talks about tourists and diplomats, that is the only thing that belongs to them. You guys are, bro, come on. Tell me that you went to school. Tell me, please tell me that you went to school. Here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. People always give me this argument and they say, oh, well, a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. It says persons. That means everybody. Oh, really? So it means everybody. Okay. Who's everybody? Anybody that is in this country. Really? Okay. All right. By that logic, it doesn't say everybody around the world either. So I'll go back to just Americans. How about we do that? Yeah, because persons, it doesn't say all persons, illegal or not, tourists or not, residents and citizens. It doesn't say that, moron. It says all persons, which means the American people. But if it said, this Constitution is for everybody around the world, I'm with you. Any lawyer that practices that in the Constitution, even the Supreme Court, are morons. And this is why our country is suffering today, because stupidity goes all the way to the top of the justice system. Not embarrassing myself. I'm protecting Americans. I'm protecting this country. I don't give a shit about your country. I don't give a crap about where you come from. I care only about Americans. The United States of America. You know why? Because that's where I live. This is the place that provides for me and my family. This is the land of my children. Never take a side with illegal immigrants. Just doesn't work. You know how it doesn't surprise me that you guys are morons? Millions of you idiots voted for Biden. Millions of you morons voted for Kamala, even though you saw that she was an airhead, even though you saw she was not fit to be president, even though you saw she kept lying about everything. You guys still, millions of you guys out there voted for her. So it doesn't surprise me that you guys are morons when you want to translate the Constitution for the whole world. The Constitution is the American, again, the American. Why would they call it the American Constitution? Why is we the people? Why is American we the people? You illegal immigrants are not we the American people. In order for you to accept that or even take part in that, you have to become an American. Rick, suck your own Rick. That was pretty cool right there. That's pretty clever. Here we are, conservative, says the man. Colin McIntyre says, read the Constitution. I don't know how many times I have to read it. Recite the Constitution, Catracho. David, you don't even know what the hell the Constitution is. No, Trinity, why would you make so much sense? We the people of the United States of America. Visitors are not the people of the United States of America. These guys are morons. Morons. Here, hold on. Let me indulge you. Let's see. These guys. The 13th Amendment. Let's see. Well, the way that I read it, is a lot, my friend. It is a lot. 13.3. Let's see here. Man, I don't have my glasses. Doggone it. Again, the stupidity goes all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of the United States stands as one of the most influential institutions in American governance. As the highest judicial authority, it serves as the ultimate arbiter of constitutional interpretation, shaping the nation's laws and, by extension, its society. This chapter explores the establishment of the Supreme Court, its powers and functions, landmark cases that have defined its role and its profound impact on American life. American life. Idiots. Origins and constitutional foundations. The Supreme Court was established by the Constitution as part of the federal judiciary designed to interpret laws and ensure justice under the Constitution. Article 3 of the Constitution, Section 1, the judicial power. Creation of the Supreme Court. The Constitution establishes one Supreme Court and allows Congress to create inferior courts. I like how it says inferior, by the way. Lifetime tenure. Judges hold their offices during good behavior, ensuring judicial independence. Compensation. Judges receive a salary that cannot be diminished during their continuance in office. Section 2. I hope this is the way you read the Constitution. The scope of judicial power extends to all cases arising under the Constitution, federal laws, and treaties. Original jurisdiction. Cases involving ambassadors, public ministers, consuls, and those in which a state is a party. Appellate jurisdiction. The court hears appeals from lower federal and state courts. Judiciary Act of 1789, establishment of the federal judiciary. Congress passed this act to set up the federal court system, including the Supreme Court. Number of justices, initially set at 6. The number has changed over time and currently stands at 9. Creation of lower courts, established district courts and circuit courts to handle federal cases. Is it too long for me to read, guys? Or you guys are good? Me reading the 13th? Okay. Let's see. First Chief Justice John Jay served from 1789 to 1795. Early challenges. The court initially had limited power and prestige with few significant cases in its early years. Am I reading the wrong Constitution? I think this doesn't sound like the American Constitution. Judicial Review and Marbury versus Madison. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to skip that. Landmark cases shaping unconstitutional. Thank you for reading this. I respect that. Thank you, Colin. No problem. Let's see. There's a lot of little cases on here. And let's see. Which one do you want me to read? Which one of the cases? Let's go one by one. Let's go to Maryland. I think I like Maryland. Let's see. Let's see. Issue whether Congress had the authority to establish a national bank and if a state could tax it. The decision implied powers affirm Congress implied powers under the necessary and proper clause. Federal supremacy established that states cannot tax federal institutions, reinforcing the supreme clause. The impact is strengthen federal power, expand the scope of federal legislative authority, regulation of intercommerce, enslavement. Here we go. Dred Scott versus Sanford, 1857. Enslaved man Dred Scott sued for his freedom based on residence in free territories. The decision says citizenship denied, ruled that African Americans were not citizens and had no standing to sue. Wait, what? Nah, that can't be. That can't be. Even African slaves were not allowed. What? That's wrong, by the way, but it's just a point, right? Missouri compromised unconstitutional, declared that the Congress lacked authority to prohibit slavery in territories. Impact was increased tensions, deepened national divisions, leading to the Civil War. And this is what we fought. Americans fought the Civil War against other Americans. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Plessy versus Ferguson, issue constitutionality of racial segregation laws under the separate but equal doctrine. Decision was segregation upheld rule that separate facilities for races were constitutional if equal. Impact is the institutionalized segregation, legitimized Jim Crow laws leading to widespread discrimination, overturned by Brown versus Board of Education. Brown versus Board of Education's 1954. It says issue segregation in public schools challenge as violating the Equal Protection Clause. Decision segregation unconstitutional, declared that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal. Civil rights movement catalyst spur efforts to end racial segregation and discrimination. Woo! Let's go. Miranda versus Arizona, rights of suspects during police interrogations. If you had an actual clause, I would have looked straight for that, I guess. Let me see. Nobody has that. Okay. Let me see. And okay, here we go. Let's go to due process. Let's see what it says here. I think I'm on the right one. Decision. Miranda rights. Here we go. You guys want this, right? This is where we're at. Here we go. Rights of suspect during police interrogation. The Miranda rights established that suspects must be informed of the rights to remain silent and to an attorney. This is what we call the impact of due process protections. Enhances the rights of the accused under the Fifth and Sixth Amendments. This is what you guys want to hear, huh? Due process. Now, mind you, it doesn't say illegal immigrants. It does not say tourists. It does not say anything else. This is still the Constitution of the United States of America. Issue constitutionally of state laws restricting abortion. That's not where we're at. Nixon issued presidential privilege on the demand of tapes. Same-sex couples seeking the right to marry. Marriage held that the 14th Amendment requires state to license and recognize same-sex marriages. Blah, blah, blah. The Supreme Court influence on American society, balancing rights, liberties, and government powers. First Amendment, freedoms. Okay, freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Cases like New York Times, blah, blah, blah. Symbolic speech, Texas versus Johnson's protected flag burning as free speech. Your 1989. This is what some of these morons here in America love. But they do get that. So I find it interesting that, again, right, judges interpret the law. So do we. We interpret the law. What makes it legit, I guess, is a court case. I still haven't found anything on here. Death penalty and criminal justice. Ooh. Should we allow death penalty for illegal immigrants who are found to be killers, murderers? Should we allow death penalty for them, or should we allow their country of birth to moderate their punishment? Let's see. Let's go to some more. I'm almost done with the 13th. The Supreme Court's functioning and composition, appointments process, and court dynamics, understanding how the Supreme Court operates and how justices are selected provides insight into its role and influence. The nominations, the presidential election, we already know that. Senate, judiciary, we know that. Blah. Court's ideological balance shift over time. The court decisions can reflect the prevailing judicial philosophies of its members. Impact of appointments, presidential nominations can influence the court's decision for decades, decision-making process, case selections, deliberations of opinions, judicial. Man, I don't see anything on here, man, that will say that this constitution is for illegal immigrants. Nowhere in there did I see that. When it's talking about due process, I don't understand why foreign people, think that they have the right to Americans' constitution. I don't think so, homie. I don't care how much you fight me on that. I don't care what the judge has says on this due process. There is corruption all the way to the top of the government, and we know that. So the laws just don't apply to immigrants. Like, what the F are you talking about? Oh, wait, it's spell this song. You are new to this chat. So the first thing that you say is, hey, how are you? Okay, say hello. Don't be an ass and come in here all entitled. Guns blazing. That's not how you come in here. Have some respect. Julianne says, I can only listen in small doses. I get too mad. Yeah, me too. I just play it off. I don't support other people, says Big Cat. All right. Uh, yeah. What's a fascist? Someone who shuts down dissenting opinions by force or violence, like Antifa. Yes, we know that. An ignorant Kentaji thinks the judiciary should be the head over the executive and legislative branch. People vote in the president and Congress, not judiciary. And Rhonda, I agree. I am with you on that. But as we have known, a lot of leftist lunatic Democrats have accused President Donald Trump of being a king, and they get loser district judges to stop the president from doing what he's supposed to do. Then we had to wait for a Supreme Court case. They overturned it. We knew we were right. But nonetheless, this loser federal this district judges have been given so much power. Isn't that crazy? That's right. That's crazy. Now, with that being said, let's see. Well, he deported more than that. But I'm going to say this. A lot of people, a lot of millions have been given due process. The problem with this system is they don't give due process. See, this is the problem with your stupid due process for illegals. Due process does not mean that you're going to go to court and you're going to fight to stay here. That's not due process. Now, I don't know in what world, illusion, or science fiction, fantasy world you live in, but due process is not for you to go to court so that you can fight to stay in this country. That's not due process. Due process says that you have the right to be represented and you have the right to show your case. The first thing, and this is just common sense, I don't understand why judges are so stupid. Mr. Dennis Herrera, you have due process. They are trying to deport you, but you say you're an American citizen. Well, let's take a look. Oh, wait a minute. Do you have any proof? Yes, I have a certification here. It says that I'm a citizen. But if you look my name, I am actually in the immigration records. Well, it will show you that I am a naturalized American citizen. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mr. Dennis Herrera, you say that you are an American citizen. Show me your papers that says you are an American citizen. My computer broke down. I can check to see if you are an American citizen. Sure, here you go, Judge. I got this passport. Says, oh wait, my passport is from Mexico. Yeah, let me see your passport from Mexico that shows me that you have a green card stamp on it. There's a resident, alien resident card stamped on the passport. You show your passport. Judge looks at it. Mr. Dennis Herrera, do you think I'm stupid? No, sir. No, Your Honor. Well, it says you're illegal, so you get deported right away. There's your ideas you guys think that a due process is. But I think it's very foolish, very stupid that even some Americans are supporting this due process for illegal immigrants in the court while we spend hundreds of millions of dollars wasted in court when we gave $20 billion to Argentina to help them out with some money coming back to us in a benefit. Oh, what about our veterans and our homeless? What about the medical health care for us Americans? We're losing that. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You keep supporting illegal immigrants. You keep supporting illegal immigration. You don't know what the hell mass illegal immigration does to your country. And then you want to complain and bitch about the economy being so horrible. Why do you think that is? A lot of the money that illegal immigrants make here in this country does not stay in this country. It goes to their country of birth. Their economy is being helped. Why can't you get that in your head, man? I don't understand. I get a lot of illegals in here. They want to defend illegal immigration. I get it. But you're not helping this country. You're not helping our people, the ones that actually follow the law, the ones that are waiting for those papers. Nobody, they cannot become citizens. There is a waiting list. There's a waiting list. How is it helping their country? Fran, good question. Let me take a look. I'm going to look something up just because I want to make sure that the numbers are right. Okay. I am going to go to, I'm going to open a new browser here real quick. Let me see. GiveSec. I'm going to show you how. Okay. I'm going to show you how. Come on, baby. Okay, here we go. Just to give you an idea, it is a good question. Let me see if I can find the numbers in here. Okay, here we go. So, and it's a good question. I mean it. And I am glad that you asked that question because even though I explain it, it might not make sense the way that I'm explaining it. Fran, are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here you go, Fran. This is how they help the economy in their country. Now, I'm going to give you one example. And if you don't want to believe me after this, I can help you. Okay. Roberto, here you go. Pay attention. Okay. Mojado. It says, here we go. You have heard the big, beautiful bill. The big, beautiful bill from our Republicans, patriots, has been fought by Democrats. Hardcore. I made a video. It wasn't that good, but I did make a video about it. They talked about how law-abiding migrants, they call them. They are illegal, by the way. They work here and they send remittances to their countries where they're from. So let me tell you how, let's not even say illegal immigrants, let's just say migrants. Let me tell you how they help their country and not our country's economy. It says in 2024, migrants in the USA sent an estimated $62.5 billion to Mexico, representing about 3.5% of Mexico's GDP. Yeah. An estimated 95% of all remittances to Mexico originate from the US. Wow. Making Mexico the second largest recipient of remittances or payments, if you don't know what remittance means, payments in the world. Three shows Mexico received $63.3 billion. Now, if we don't protect our country, we are doomed to make it the country that you left. I want you to learn that part. It's not hate against migrants. It's not hate against Hispanics, Asians, or anybody. Everybody's welcome in this country, but there's a limit. There is spaces that you need. There's number of people that are allowed yearly in this country, and that is for a reason. And the number one reason is called census. And the census does have a lot to do with the economy of a particular city or state. This is how they get funds. If you allow mass migration to occur, chances are they are going to deplete all the benefits, all the money, all the resources way too fast. And that destroys the economy of any country. I'm not an economist. I don't have a doctorate. I don't have a master's degree. But pay attention. It's very easy. Well, I've been looking at all this shit for years, but I don't have college education on the economy. I can just tell you what makes sense to me. That's all I'm saying. Now, this is just, you know, let's just say migrants, people that are sensed in here in this country. But there is a lot of illegal immigrants. Like okay, like citizens don't do construction. Okay, I get that. We can have migrants that, if they're working here, by the way, they have a permit to work. A lot of people that don't have a permit to work because they are illegal, that money is not even counted on there. I can bet you that $63.3 billion that you see right there is more like over $100 billion. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. You know how I know? Because I have a lot of compas that they work their ass off over here in construction, whether sheetrock, whether painting, whether whatever you want to call it. And you know what they eat while they're here? They eat some pinche tacos. And I remember because I was one of them when I lived with my Mexican friends. There was 6 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment. And the way that we would eat, we would just buy some tortillas and then we buy some meat. We will cook that meat and we'll just eat standing up. We didn't even need a freaking table to eat. Just grab with tortillas. Boom. Add some salt, some chile, and some lemon, and bada bing, bada boom. That's exactly how we live. And you know what? All the money went back to Mexico. They pay very cheap rent because oh my gosh, why do people not know this? 10, 12 people. As a leasing agent, I had to not deport, but I had to vacate residents because they were using 12 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. You know what that means? The economy suffers. The economy suffers. They pay like $100 each, $150 each, and they send most of the checks, boom, 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 back to their country. 100%, I am witness that this is how it happened. Matter of fact, there's this kid, 19 years old. He's been in this country since he was 16. Watch this. Now, if you're an illegal in here, if you're a Hispanic and you haven't done shit in your life, you're probably a lot of dumb mistakes. But I'm going to tell you, this guy, he is Mexican. He is from, and I'm going to have to cut it short, guys. I have to do a live at 5. I just got so excited. Maybe we'll follow up at 5 with this. But I'm going to tell you this. He was 19 years old. This guy owned, listen, 2 houses. By the time he was 21 years old, he was working on making or owning a ranch in Mexico. Let me tell you how he lived. It's exactly as I told you. He shared one apartment with a bunch of friends. And when we asked him, "Hey, bro, you got $10 so that we can use for the food?" "Oh man, I'm broke, man. I send all my money back to my." Okay, don't worry, man. We got you. He wore hand-me-down clothes. He didn't buy chains. He didn't spend $150 on Jordans. He didn't have the nicest car. His car was bought and paid for. Oh man, if I'm projecting Cheyenne, this is a good projection. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's very smart. Maybe might not support it, but it's very smart. 21 years old. I don't know what happened to him after that, but 21 years old, Mexican kid, very smart, and he beat me. I mean, I was only like back then, I was only like maybe 7, 8 years older than him, and I haven't done jack squat. Thomas doesn't know what the point is. The point is, Thomas, that mass illegal migration does not help the United States economy. Did you not hear me say that he bought 2 houses in Mexico? Guess who gets the money in Mexico? Not the United States economy. It's like, how the hell did you miss the point? Oh, sorry, Cheyenne. I apologize. You guys got to put the at. Otherwise, I think you're saying it to me. I'm sorry, guys. I meant no disrespect. I didn't mean to go off on you guys like that. It's just I'm working so hard to try to slow down. You don't understand. This ADHD, it's so fast. I cannot talk as fast as I can think. And by the time I get to the thought, it's gone. It's put away until somebody else brings it out. That's how it works. That's how it works. Smart people don't like me. Yeah, he's being sarcastic, dumbass. I'm sorry, Fran Floor. I apologize. If guys, I'm sorry. I don't know. I can see your faces. I don't know if you're an older person, if you're a young kid, or if you're my age, you're in the middle. I apologize for that. I should be more thoughtful. But I'm going to tell you this. If you guys are older than 50 years old, I will try to be nicer. I will be more respectful. And I am so sorry. I apologize. To everybody that's my age or younger, F you mofos. Oh man, guys, thank you so much for being with me today. I gotta go pick up my wife. I will be back after 5. I probably gonna need to take a nap because I am freaking tired. I've been at this for what time is it? 3:15. She's gonna hang me. 3:15. I've been at this for like 8 hours, 9 hours already. So guys, my love to you guys. I hope that you, my Hispanic people, understand where I'm from. I know I joke and I know I throw you insults because you insult me. But believe me, know that I love you. I love all my Latinos for Trump. I love all these illegal mofos. But guys, we got to do it the right way, okay? Much love to you, my American patriots. I love you very much. Thanks for your support. You know who you are. That redneck from the Tacoma off-road. You go get a job and try to get some knowledge in life, all right? So let me read one last comment here from my friend Roberto Vasquez. This is a very honorable, respectful man. Let me see what he says. Why you care about Mexico? You should care about you were originally from. I take it back. He is not smart or respectful. Man. Anyway, man, I'll see you guys later if you guys come up here. I will say this, Trinity. This is just for you, my sis. Did you notice that the connection? I did show video, so I'm actually wondering if the browser might be the issue. I guess we'll find out later. We'll do another test and we'll probably share more videos. Thank you guys for coming in. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the support. And we'll see you guys later today, if God allows. Peace. Omar, hang in there, brother.